Hola, hola. Welcome to Blank Canvas. I'm your host, Ale. And in today's podcast, we have a special guest. He's Paul. Pablo for me. An inside joke. No, this is Paul. Paul Lazarou.
Lazarou.
Where's that coming from?
It's pretty much Greek.
Greek.
Cypriot, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you can introduce a little bit yourself,
Yeah.
just your name. We put on social media. This is Ink by Ale if you want to check my work. Paul, what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is p.laz.tattoo.
We'll put it right here so you can check. Every time we get a tradition, which is doing a tequila shot, which is my favorite
Cool.
drink of preference. Think that it's like 5 p.m. right now. I know it's just 10 a.m. It's all right. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, yeah?
It'll be my breakfast.
Breakfast for champs.
That's it.
So we're going to do a little shot, and then we're going to dig in and introduce yourself, your style,
Cool.
everything. Have you tried this coconut tequila? It's my second favorite. So we used to have another one. We
Yeah.
finished the bottle.
What's it called?
This one is 1,800 coconut. It's not a sponsor again. Please sponsor me one day. It's so good. It's a bit sweeter than the other ones. This is a big shot glass, so I'm just giving it half of it. Just to break the ice.
Cheers.
Cheers. What do you think?
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Alrighty, so tell us a little bit about you. What's your style?
So I do traditional tattoos. Yeah, old school, traditional, American traditional. Maybe a few elements of neo-trad maybe, but not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to use different line weights in my work. So not always using fat lines, but I might
Yeah.
incorporate some thinner lines as well, depending on what I'm doing.
Awesome. We're gonna
Yeah.
put some of your work in here.
Cool.
How long you been tattooing for? Just to know a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'm in my 14th year at the moment.
14. Wow. You are the oldest tattoo artist we have in here. In experience.
Okay, thanks. It's not really.
You're
It's
the
not
gold.
that long. There's people tattooing way longer, but yeah,
So 14 years, all the time in Melbourne?
yeah.
Cool. That's good.
Always lived in Melbourne.
Yeah. How did you got into tattooing?
I basically, I don't know. I've always been a drawer, and at the time, I just sort of went around to shops and get tattooed and ask them for jobs, tattoo shops, and eventually found one. So
Yeah.
I found someone who was willing to take me on.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. How was it back? Because today's episode, we're gonna talk a little bit about the evolution of the tattooing
Yeah.
industry and how the trends, the technology, how all these things are coming out. Some a
Yeah.
little bit more polemic than others,
Yeah.
but run us through about a little bit of how was back in the days and your experience of maybe touching a little bit of like how was it being an apprentice back in there,
Yeah.
how you're still doing it now
Well,
as a full-time artist.
yeah, so I mean, obviously, like the apprenticeship I did, I'm not too sure how things run now, but obviously I didn't get paid.
Yeah.
So I'd go to the shop, I'd sweep, I'd mop, clean the toilets, I'd run errands, go get lunch. And then, I'd have to sit with the other senior artists, watch them tattoo, ask questions, and basically just draw flash, draw art pieces. Yeah.
Did the style that your mentor teach you was the same that you are sticking now, or it was different?
No, so basically when you start, like you have your styles you like, but I guess when you start, it's not about choosing a style and wanting to do that style. It's about just
Learning techniques.
It's about learning your skills.
Yeah.
And then as your skills develop, then you incorporate them into the style you want to specialize in,
Yeah. How do you think is like have changed? Because I wanted to have you because we were together. We've been working together for a few months now.
Couple of years.
In this new studio that I'm in. And you're the first tattoo artist in 2025 now that still stick to the old school method, which I do respect.
Yeah.
We were talking like how to set up koi machine and all of stuff. I'm like, well, I did learn a little bit, but like if you told me like disassemble, put it back, I won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
Like this is the true. Like we fortunately, with different opinions in there. This new generation of tattoo artists, we have the access to technology, to new accessories, new tools that make their life easier. Because that's true. Yeah. How do you feel about
these days? It's all about working smarter, not harder.
That's true. And I got my opinion on that.
But in saying that, if your rotary machine takes a crap, what are you going to do? Can you fix it? You can't.
That's true.
If the motor's gone, you're going to buy another one. Whereas a core machine, I can replace every single part on that myself and always keep it running.
That's true.
And I don't need anyone to help me.
Yeah.
That said, not everyone who uses core machines can do that, and they might rely on tattoo machine repairers to help them. But having a mechanical background, a tattoo machine for me, it's easy to work around.
What did you study, or did you finish mechanical background?
So I did an apprenticeship as an engine reconditioner out of high school. So I was in the automotive industry for about 15 years.
Oh, that definitely helps you. Yeah.
So I know how to weld.
Oh, of course.
I can do a lot of things.
Well, if mine breaks, I'll call you.
No, just put it. It's a paperweight, mate. Put it in the bin.
No, I guess like everything. Like right now, you see like phones, they're reusable. Like I change phones not because I want, because they don't last more than 2 years.
No, that's not true.
Some like I'm
I'm
a little bit clumsy.
I'm using an iPhone 10.
But okay, we come back. Pablo is the only tattoo artist that I know that still doesn't have an iPad. Yeah, and this like blows my mind. Like what's your position on that? Why do you feel like
I've got nothing against iPads. Okay. And I understand why people use them because it's, if you make a mistake, you rub it out, you know what I mean? Whereas I make a mistake, I scrunch my paper up or get the eraser out. Yeah. But, like the iPad speeds up the whole process. Yeah. But I guess I'm comfortable with my drawing skills that I don't need an iPad. If someone says, draw me this, I can sit down. It might take me a little bit longer, but I can draw it. Yeah. So, and I think that's what separates a tattoo artist from a tattooer. Okay. You either do both or you do one. Do you think? That's my opinion. A lot of people might not agree, and people might get butthurt about it. It's not to say that people who use iPads can't draw well. Yeah. But I think I appreciate someone who's going to spend the time and draw something. Like, for example, if I go to a tattoo expo and people are selling tattoo flash prints and someone's done a flash sheet and it's all done digitally on the iPad and the guy next to him selling a print of hand-drawn flash that he's painted, side by side, the hand-painted always looks way better. I do appreciate more hand and I'm going to buy the hand-painted stuff. I won't even buy the digital stuff. I mean, it's like everything. Like if you're going to give me a gift and you say, hey, I made it with my hands, this has come to my heart, Yeah. But of course, an iPad is like this barrier, like ChatGPT, like all this new technology that will produce things for you. Yes, I feel right now in this era, everything moves fast. Yeah. So I do understand, like, sometimes you need the society and the technology is becoming to this point with everything is a trend. Yeah. 2 days, 1 day minimum. Everyone wants everything instantly. No one wants to learn anymore. So yeah, we're talking like even when people do things by hand, yes, I do value them and even more right now because everything is so easy. When you say to me like, hey, I did this by hand, it blows my mind because I'm like, well, with whatever time you spend doing that, I could do 3 times. Yeah, probably. Faster. Yeah. But which one is better? Which one is not? I don't know about that. Like, but different opinions. But that's the other thing as well, though. Are you just doing it now because it's your job and you have to draw this design for this client, or are you actually sitting down because you still enjoy drawing? You know what I mean? For me, every time I have a consult with someone, they give me this idea. I appreciate the fact that they've come to me to do it, and I want to draw for them and try and give them my best design. Yeah. I'll still get on the internet and look at references and get ideas and do all that. And And there's nothing wrong with it. Everyone does it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd just rather just draw something by hand, get my pencil out,
Yeah,
start sketching.
I do understand. I think the way things move, I agree as well. Like, use the technology in the side that it can help you to grow, move forward.
Yeah.
But as well, it could bring this laziness and say it's like, well, I don't have to think about this design 5 days prior because I can do it in 2 hours before the appointment.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know, which I'm very glad because now it feels like everyone is just busy and busy doing stuff. So that's very grateful because when you guys tell me like back in the days, I have to print a whole paper and sketch the body shape and then go home and then design it, and then someone maybe last minute change a whole design. You cannot tattoo that person. You have to rebook again.
Yeah.
That doesn't really happen much right now. But I admire that you're still doing it. Thanks. Is it something that where you ever feel like judged, or you feel like oh well, I think it's time to move and maybe get an iPad?
Nah, because it's not like I don't feel that like how do I put it? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, yeah, I might get the iPad and I might like it and it'll be more convenient, but I don't feel what I'm doing is hindering my process.
Do you do it for like the love of art, the passion of it?
Because I've always been a drawer ever since I was a kid. I've just, I never really did well in school.
Yeah,
I did finish school, but it was a struggle. But I would only ever get good grades in art subjects. Mm-hmm. So I've just always loved art.
Yeah.
So I guess I was sort of destined to sort of fall into tattooing.
That's true.
So, and I've just never stopped drawing, and I've never gone and done art courses or gone to art school. I've never done anything like that. I just said I guess I've always just had that sort of natural ability.
But that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
That's how we used to be. Like the same, even like 5 years ago when I did it, like I got it as well because I got apprenticeship because I got a tattoo. I already talked about that in the first episode. And that's how we create this conversation, this link with the tattoo artist. And I show my paintings when I was young, and he was like, "Do you want to become a tattoo artist?" And that's the story of the past. And now this is who I am now. But it's like, it's a passion, and I get as well your side. Again, I agree that tools are made to help you if you use them well.
Yeah.
Same with like ChatGPT and all these other platforms. But I know coworkers of my same generation that they struggle with creativity. They say right now they're like, I'm burning out.
Yeah.
Burning out, I feel like this is just a job. I'm just coming, going home, tattoo. It's routine.
Yeah.
And
so if you feel like that, get out.
Yeah. They have told me like,
because how good is your work going to be on the person you're tattooing?
Yeah. And I follow this beautiful tattoo artist in America. I'm so sorry, I forgot her name. I'll put the tag in here so you can check her out. But she says like she's amazing. She does these old school paint. She's a color tattoo artist, and she does all these the Vatican religious kind of art back in Rome. She tattooed that, and she does it amazing. And she was like, my tip for you guys, tattoo artists and any artist, is get out of your comfort zone. Get out of just tattooing. Because you learn how to do an amazing designs and art going to museums, sitting and sketch,
looking at
use
art,
different techniques, sculpture. That's what I told you not long ago. Like, I'm doing a little drawing school, a little course, because I was so encapsulated of iPad that I will use a paper and I'll double click my paper.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
I'll be like, I need to write something and double clicking my paper. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, this is not an iPad. This is a piece of paper.
You know what problem I have?
Yeah.
I go to grab my paper and there's none left because my kids are taking it all.
Yeah, it's a dad problem. They'll just drawing on top of your drawers. Yeah, so, and I feel like some of my coworkers say is like, I don't have time to paint anymore. Yeah. They see me doing some freehand draws in like a piece of canvas, and they're like, whoa, how do you freehand that? They don't know how to freehand in like an art piece because they're used to stencils. So that's a bit sad and a bit like, well, if you're an artist, you're first an artist and
Yeah.
then you focus on this line, which is tattooing.
Yeah.
But
So what happens when the internet goes down
yeah.
and you can't find reference and you can't?
What happens with China is stop sending you needles and you
Yeah.
have to build your own.
Exactly. See, I can do that. I've done that in the past.
How is that?
I mean, it's all jig work.
Yeah.
If you know how to solder, you'll figure it out.
How did you build a needle? Like how back in the days? How did you?
Well, it's all, like I said, it's all jig work. Previous shops that I've been in had them, and I just learnt.
Yeah.
And that was it. You know.
That's amazing, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right. It's boring. It's nothing special. I mean, I'm sure you could figure out how to do it, but no one's doing it anymore. So
Yeah.
because everything comes boxed, ready to go,
Yeah.
and that's
True.
fine. There's nothing wrong with that because it speeds up your work.
That's true.
But yeah, when the internet's gone,
What are you
and
gonna do?
and
What's
you,
the
and you can't
reference?
even draw, you should just be able to get a pen out and draw on your client.
Yeah, it limitates a lot your brain. 100%. I feel like I've been in that rabbit hole too.
Yeah.
When people say like, "Hey, can you draw me a bunny in this position?" and I need the bunny pole in that position, I don't know how to draw it. Like my brain is so encapsulated of reference
Yeah.
that I'm like, fuck, how do I put a bunny in that position? Because she wants it in the other one.
Yeah.
So I have to Google it. So everything has to be referenced. And
Yeah.
so it limits your brain. Again, I use an iPad. I have a different machine
Yeah.
because makes my life easier, I guess, as well, because we are the generation that grew up with that.
Yeah.
So that's all we know.
The iPad generation.
Yeah, the iPad generation kind of thing. What do you think is like the biggest technology advance that have impacted the most your career right now?
Well, definitely the internet.
The internet.
Yeah.
Do you think social medias as well? Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, social media is great because it gets your work out there.
Yeah. How was back in the days? You.
Well, I mean, so when I started tattooing, I pretty much, as an apprentice, I started, Instagram sort of come out around then as well, actually. I don't remember when Instagram came out. But Instagram had just sort of started. And I wasn't, and before, when I wasn't tattooing, so like I wasn't big, like, I think MySpace was around. I think
MySpace?
Facebook just
High
started.
five.
Pretty much. I didn't have any of those things
Yeah.
because I just wasn't. And I guess if I wasn't tattooing, I probably still wouldn't have them.
Okay.
So I literally just use them as tools to advertise my work.
Yeah, that's
Like
all you use.
if you go on my Facebook, my Instagram, you're only going to see tattoos. You won't see photos of my family. You won't see my personal life, what I do outside of work. You won't see any of that. It's just tattoos.
Yeah.
That's it.
How do you feel about people that nowadays post their personal as well and mix it with?
Well, it's up to them, but I mean, essentially, the more you put out there, the more people know about you. You know, I prefer people to know less about me.
True.
You know, not that it's a bad thing for people to know things about you, but I guess I'll only let those people into my life who are my friends. You know what I mean?
True.
So you know, if you want to know what I ate last night, I'm not going to take a photo and post it. Ask me what I ate, and I'll tell you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I get that. Someone told me too, like, how can I say, like, the overwhelmed market right now of
Yeah.
more tattoo artists coming to the industry.
It's too many.
Too many, yeah.
Too many tattoo schools.
Yep.
Too many people doing the wrong thing.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
at the same time, it's affecting the algorithm, the social media,
Yeah.
everything. Because before, I remember like 5 years ago or even back in that time, if I'll post a photo in my Instagram, my story, I'll get more people reaching out and message me. But all the algorithm now is so moved and so overwhelmed that it's so hard to be able to put your work out there to someone to see it.
Yeah.
Like you can't reach as much people as you used to.
Yeah, I definitely not.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if I get 30 likes on a post these days.
100%. Like, and your brain, your mind plays with you, your ego side plays
Yeah.
with your feelings and everything. You're like, what?
because you're right. I mean, it's a nice ego boost when you get 400, 500, 600 likes on a post. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But when you're getting 34,
Yeah.
you're a little bit bummed. But that's more of a problem for the younger people like yourself and younger.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
their whole
yeah.
life revolves around social media.
Yeah.
Because they live their life through a screen.
But because my work come from it, like I'm living
Yeah.
from it, and
Yeah.
like I used to not post much about my personal life. I definitely don't. I separate. I have my own personal social
Yeah.
media, Instagram, my own personal account, and my business account, which
Yep.
I treated like a business account. But I suddenly have to put my face in there. And first, because I wanted it to connect with my clients, I want them to know who I was. So many times, clients came and they didn't even know if it was a man or a girl,
Yeah.
which was funny.
Yeah.
Because I have different name and everything. But they was like, okay, first, I would love to connect with them. I want them to know who I was. I feel like that builds a good relationship with my clients. But as well, because a lot of people say, like, if you don't post photos of you, of your face, the algorithm is going to kick you out because they know you're selling something.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. So it's like you gotta do posts, and then of course it's the other side when the tattoo of the women and men have to go half naked or do dances, and which is just another different topic we're gonna talk one day. But then you have to literally expose and sell yourself to be able to tattoo, which it takes focus on what is essential, which is your art.
Yeah.
I know you. So that's what I ask you. What do you think about that? Because it's definitely different. Back in your days, it was just a portfolio.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess these days as well, if you're trying to look for a job as a tattoo artist, you just take your Instagram account. There you go. Whereas, you should really have a hand drawn folio of art. But yeah, I guess with tattooing and the internet and Instagram, it's very competitive because there's so many tattoo artists. So when people are looking to get tattooed, they have a lot of options.
Yeah.
And they might not even come across your account, even though you're 5 minutes away from them. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're very good on quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Like, and even though someone is 5 minutes away, don't go there because it's convenient. You're going to go, you want to find the best artist for the job. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a funny one, the internet.
Do you think that
it's helped it, but it's ruined the industry at the same time?
That's what I'm saying. Do you think that mainstreaming is it like helping or is it ruining the whole industry?
It does both.
Okay.
It's its own worst enemy.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, look, we use it to advertise our work to get it out, and then I guess the oversaturation works against everyone as well.
Because at the same time, it's like it's not anymore. If I feel it feels like it's not anymore about who is good or quality. It's about who has more followers.
Yep.
So yes, of course, it doesn't mean that the ones that have good followers are not good. They're there for a reason. But what about the ones that have followers because of bots? Because of followers they buy, because they're good dancers and they're sexier, hotter, and they put their faces out there and bodies out there, they get more followers, so they will get more clients. But then you see their work, and I'm like,
it's a bit average.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
and that's when I say it hurts to your ego, because I have put photos and work out there that I love, and I say like, I'm so proud of this tattoo.
Surely I'm going to get some. Surely I'm going to get a lot of likes for this.
Fucking hell, I can.
And then you get nothing.
None.
I've been in that situation plenty of times.
I'm like, I put my heart in this.
Yeah, you do something you're really proud of, and then Instagram just lets you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the people will come. The people who see your work and like it, they're going to come get tattooed.
That's true.
So don't worry about that shit. I don't let it bother me.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good advice.
I don't let it. I've got bigger stresses in my life to worry about. Instagram algorithm. So I just post my work. If it gets 10 likes, 20 likes, whatever, that's all I get. I'll move on.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all about building up clientele. You know what I mean? When people come and get tattooed, don't just give them a tattoo, give them an experience. You know, have a laugh with them, make them enjoy their time they spent with you. So they're going to tell their clients, Ali's awesome to hang out with, man. You know what I mean? We get tattooed, we have a laugh, and they tell their friends. Word of mouth is the best advertising. Definitely.
It's the most value one. Every time I got my clients, I kind of do a little bit of marketing research, and
I do the same. I go, how did you hear about me?
Yeah, exactly.
So and so told me to come to you. Yeah,
95% of the time, and those clients are the ones that rebooked with me.
Yep.
So word of mouth is definitely the most stable and how do you say, like repetitive way, and the best way to gain your clients.
Even if you do a shit tattoo.
Yeah, of course.
Because you do a shit tattoo, they'll be like, Don't go to Paul. Look what he did to me.
100%.
It's still the best advertising.
Yeah. How do you feel like the clients are reacting now to this new way to book and like inspiration? Have it changed a lot, or you still like got your oldies booked all the time?
Calling me oldies for me? I'm not
No,
that old.
I mean your old clients coming, like your all time forever clients booked in off them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because I've been tattooing now for a while, I've got a lot of like clients that will only come to me, and I appreciate that because these days, a lot of people will just collect. They might just go, they'll just go around. I guess more so with traditional tattoos, because and like Melbourne's full of awesome traditional artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they might just want to come and get one piece. So they'll get their piece, and I won't see them again because they're going to go around and collect.
Yeah, true.
And that's fine. I'll do that as well. I don't just go to one artist, you know. Yeah. So it's, I guess there's the loyalty thing is it's there and it isn't. You'll have those clients who will only come to you, and I've got a few of those clients, and I appreciate it because I'm the only one they'll come to, and that's awesome. And then you'll just sort of have those ones that sort of come and go.
That's good. It's always nice to build a good relationship, a good strong bond with your client, because you know they'll always come back, and it's amazing because they become your friend.
Yeah, and even if they don't come back, you still want to give them a great experience. So when they go off and they're around other tattoo artists and other people, and they say, "Oh, who did that?" They're going to go, "He did it. He's a good guy." Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like you want them to speak highly of you. You know what I mean? You don't want to give them a bad experience, and they go off and they start talking shit about you.
Yeah. Now I want to ask you, jumping in this side topic, is we were having a chat not long ago at the studio about my position about gatekeeping. Yeah. Now you have a different position on that. I do agree with some stuff. Yeah. It's like branches that you can dip down in it. Now we've been seeing lately what has been happening with these old cold tattoo schools. Yeah. Yeah. I want to know your opinion on that because there's a lot of information put it out there. I'll say dangerous. I'll say very to look up. And what do you think about what is going on with the industry? How's it going to affect and how it's affecting us right now? Even more in Melbourne, Victoria, which is cosmopolitan and big on that position. So,
well, if you love tattooing and you want a high standard of tattooing, then you have to gatekeep. You can't just let anybody in, especially now as well because the economy's bad. Cost of living is up. People's mortgages are high, rent is high, food is expensive, fuel is expensive. So people don't really have a lot of spare change to go get tattoos because tattoos aren't cheap. Yeah. And then you have shops continually taking on apprentices and saturating the market with average tattooers. You have tattoo schools. This is all bullshit. It needs to stop. People who own tattoo shops need to hold off on apprentices.
That was very disappointing to see that, though.
We don't need more right now. We don't need more. Normally what happens is when you oversaturate something, the quality goes down. It's like you're running a tattoo school and you're giving these people or teaching them bad habits. You're running them through a crash course and then giving them a piece of paper at the end saying you've got a certificate in tattooing. That's all fucking bullshit.
Yeah, we just saw it. What happened in what was the one we just saw? Canberra. Yeah. The lady. I won't even say names because
don't mention names, but you know.
Yeah, but you guys know out there is you. First of all, you're creating this piece of paper out of nowhere.
It is. It's bullshit.
It's bullshit. It's literally like a Word page print and everything. It's like this is coming from anywhere.
You know what they're doing? They're just taking advantage of people who essentially want to be tattoo artists but don't know how to go about getting into the industry. So they find these courses and they go, oh, this might help me. And then they're going to turn up to a tattoo studio and show them this certificate and they're going to get laughed at. And they'll probably never be tattoo artists because they've done that course.
Yeah. These are scam courses, guys. Like, this is not how we did it. This is not how it works. And when I say we talk a lot, like in the second or first episode about gatekeeping. I do agree that some things should be shared because otherwise we're not gonna grow up in quality.
Like what should be shared?
I think it should be shared to teach someone that you know and choose like very specifically. Like we want to have that conversation. Like I ask you, would you ever have an apprentice? You say no, I wouldn't.
Not now. Not in this economy. Maybe in the future when we're busy and we can take someone on and spend the time to teach them properly.
Exactly, and I respect that. You were like, well, I wouldn't do it because the reasons you just said, and I say fair enough. I say gatekeeping is bad in the terms of like this information the way you learned. Yeah. If I, as a coworker, come to you as help and say, hey, how do you do that? And some people more like the old school.
Yeah, if you're a co-worker that I work with, obviously I'm going to share information and help you, provided I like and respect you.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't, then it's a different story. But
of course,
I like you.
But I've been saying, like as I said in the first episode, like I've been saying, just co-work, like even just with your coworkers, tattoo artists out there that they don't do it for ego. It's more like an ego thing. Like, well, you're a tattoo artist. Why are you asking me?
Yeah.
Where did you learn this from?
See, a lot of tattoo artists forget that you can't be a tattoo artist without people to tattoo.
Exactly.
If no one gives you their skin, then you can't be a tattoo artist. So I don't get the whole ego thing.
Yeah.
I would rather go and get a shit tattoo by someone who loves their job and I just love hanging out with. Okay. You know what I mean? Rather than go to some guy who's got 200,000 followers.
Yeah.
Probably put his headphones on and won't even have a conversation with me because he just wants to get paid. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
I came terms to this point. This moment, the industry is in very delicate position. There is a lot of people out there calling themselves tattoo artists.
Yeah.
Open garage tattoo studios, cold tattoo studios, doing a massive scarf, because they're not tattoos, they're scarf guys, to clients that they're in the economical position, which is hard right now. You just say that they can't afford probably a good artist, and they prefer rather going to a tattoo artist that would charge them less.
Yeah.
Not even, sometimes they will even charge the same price. And they do this massive like scarf and a work that is not good at all to people, scar them for life. And the problem is like, they will say tattoo artists are shit. And it's not.
You just went to the wrong person.
You just choose the wrong person. Yeah. Now, I have always said it's the client problem as well. Like,
it is. You
have the freedom to choose. Do your research. Like, there is so many options right there right now to Google it, to ask, you got the tools.
But at the same time, I guess it's up to us to educate the public, because a lot of people don't necessarily know what a good tattoo looks like.
True.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's not their fault. They just don't know, especially if they haven't got any tattoos and they want to get tattooed and they have an idea. They might just go to the local tattoo shop, and that local tattoo shop might have a bad reputation for doing shit work, but they don't know that. They might look on their Facebook page and just look at those and go, oh, yeah, they're pretty good. You
That's
know what
true,
I mean?
actually, yeah.
And they'll go in there and then they'll get tattooed and they'll come out. They'll love that tattoo until someone who does know what they're talking about points out and goes, hey, man, that's crap.
Yeah.
Or in the future, they go to another artist who is good and they get another tattoo and then they've got something to compare and they go, I shouldn't have gone to that guy.
Yeah.
It's a lesson learned. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So I guess it's up to us to sort of help in that aspect and tell people when they're looking to get tattooed, firstly, you need to work out what style you want, whether it's traditional, neo-traditional, realism, colour realism, whatever. And then tell them, all right, well, find out what you like, find the style, and then find the artist that specialises in that style. Because that's when you're going to get the best results.
Yeah. Just because you see a tattoo artist out there that does amazing traditional work, most of the time it's like focus on that specific style. Not just go to them and say, like, how can you do a portrait? Yeah. Because that doesn't mean that he's a bad tattoo artist or artist. It's just like he's more qualified and he's been doing this for years. You know, the color will be amazing, the lines will be amazing. If you need a portrait, find a portrait.
Find a portrait guy. That's it. Yeah,
like, go 100%. Focus on that.
100%. I mean, not to say that there are artists out there who can do everything.
Yeah.
and they can do it really well.
Yeah,
Like,
to a point.
yeah,
Yeah.
those guys are freaks. You know what I mean? There's some guys who are just like amazing and they can do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, in this too called tattoo school is very dangerous to see how people believe they pay this money. They think in like a few weeks or
Do
days.
you know what these courses cost?
No.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
I'd like to know.
Let's search it.
I'd like
I feel
to
like
know.
we got this message of a girl that does it. I'll be wonder how much is it, because I know like in Melbourne, a studio got linked with another Kurds, which it was very sad though, because I have
Yeah.
this studio in a high ranking position. I was like, oh, this studio is very good.
Yeah, I know the one
They're
you're
gonna
talking
do
about.
a good job, and suddenly they just
The inside looks like a hospital, doesn't it?
yes, and I'm like, where these certificates? You just got like copy paste and print a bunch of work and frame it and
Yeah.
tell you again, where are the regulations? Like I'm saying again, Victoria is the only one that we don't even need a license yet.
Yes. We don't want lights.
You just mentioned about what happened. Why not?
Why? That's another fee I don't want to pay. You know?
Yeah, but that probably will help with that.
It might, but
We need regulations because otherwise people keep doing what they're doing and calling themselves that.
no, we just need the reputable artists of the industry to gatekeep and not let shit in the industry
Yeah, but like
and call out the ones who do.
but if there is not an entity that regulates and say like you cannot do if because the law is behind
We have to self-regulate.
yeah, but that's not always gonna work, Paul, because
I get that.
if there is not a law and an entity that showed up to your garage studio and say like you need to close these, you're not gonna go do it. You're a normal person. You don't have the rights to come and show up to anyone's house and do that.
I get that.
So yes, it definitely will become more that we have to pay, but it will filter and it will pull what is the quality.
Yeah, but I mean, I think
as well.
I think there's other ways around that as well.
Okay.
Because obviously, like in other states where they pay licenses, that's just a money grab from the states.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Okay. I have.
You know,
I have find.
And they did it to get rid of the bikers. You know what I mean? Get
Yeah.
the bikers out of the industry. You know, it was all bullshit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know-
Okay, I'll interrupt you. I
Yeah.
just find the information.
Yeah, here we go.
Should we say names?
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. Yeah. Well, okay. This is a course in
Yeah.
called. She's doing some training in fine line tiny tattoo workshops.
Yeah.
Now,
And why is it that all these people giving out certificates just do fine line fucking shit tattoos?
okay, so she's saying, let's do PMU experience. You're gonna graduate with a skills that it will make you earn up to 1,200 per day. Okay, you're gonna learn about fine line using a single needle. God bless them. And then says the course come in 5-day program.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be qualified in 5 days. Amazing.
Yeah.
1 week. You're gonna learn about legal obligations, infection control, skin and needle theory.
Because we saw them wearing gloves in those videos, didn't we?
Jesus Christ. And fully wrapped the tattoo machine. Amazing. Yeah.
Terrible.
Terrible. Now guess how much is the value of the course?
I'm gonna say $3,000.
More.
Are you kidding me? For 5 days,
5 days. How much?
1,000 a day, $5,000.
Yes. $4,900.
You're kidding me.
Yes, but we're offering a special discount. So go check them.
Special discount. Get onto it, people.
Please don't. This is something that it shouldn't be allowed.
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't be allowed. It's scam projects
It's a
that
massive scam.
people like. If you are out there, if you're an apprentice that you really want to learn tattooing, do it in a way that you can put your face, go to the studios. If you need to go 3 times, show them, draw, like you earn it. Yes. Not these 5-day courses. Like there is tattoo artists out there that the apprenticeships go up to 2 years, 1 year, 6 months. Like, this is not something you learn in 5 days.
No,
Check
absolutely not.
biosecurity, not just focus on one thing. Like, go check and ask, like, hey, is this all right? Is this person tattooing with like sandwich gloves fine? It's like
Yeah,
it's doing a massive impact to all of us.
it's just a massive money grab. It's just taking advantage of people
Yeah.
who could be good tattoo artists,
Yeah.
but because they don't know any better, they're going about it the wrong way, and they're learning probably using shitty equipment, getting taught the wrong things, the wrong habits. You know, they're getting taught cross contamination, and obviously in the videos not, because we saw them tattooing a person with no gloves. You said the little dildo machine wasn't wrapped properly.
Dildo machine. Love that. Yeah, like there is common sense things as well.
Yeah.
Like, now you see the final product, there is lines that we don't know where it goes. Like, thinking, like, for me, when I started to be a tattoo artist, before I even was just an artist, my mindset was always like, I want to live this world because one day that's gonna happen, and I want to have my little piece of me in this universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either if it's people will do it through books, people will do it through movies. We have the chance and
To
the amazing
leave your mark on the world.
on someone's
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I don't know how people cannot think about, there is a massive responsibility.
Yeah.
Yes, you see us like
I mean, you're potentially immortalizing yourself with every tattoo you do.
100%. You see us
know?
like our chill, we just chat, whatever. We're at the end, like, you're putting your art in someone's skin, they're gonna last forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, except if you get lasered.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
Or they die.
Yes. Not even you get like peel off and like the Japanese.
Yeah.
Right. But like, it's a big responsibility. So
It is.
if you, I'm gonna say it out there. Yes, we're pretty saturated. Again, if you dream, always your dreams want to be a tattoo artist, don't get pushed down about that. But do your research.
Yeah. See, firstly,
Respect the art.
Yeah.
Respect the industry.
see these people that are doing this tattoo course,
Mm-hmm.
can they even draw? Are they artistically talented? Because if I was going to run a tattoo course, not that I would,
Yeah. How would do it?
you'd have to have a criteria to even take them on board.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come in and say, "Hey, I want to do your tattoo course," then you'd be like, "Oh, well, can you draw? Do you have a folio?" Nah. Well, then you got no business learning to tattoo.
Yeah.
And same, if someone comes to me and they go, "Oh, can I be your apprentice?" Firstly, I'll say to them, "Can you draw?"
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to teach you how to draw. You already need to be an excellent drawer. I'm going to teach you to tattoo.
Yeah. And tattoo and drawing is not the same, guys.
Nah,
You could be a good painter, you could be a shit tattoo artist,
that's right.
or you could be a good tattoo artist and some people doesn't know
Yeah.
how to draw, and that's fine. But like, you need to have basic.
You need to be
basis.
artistically talented.
Yeah, same. When I got my apprentice, like, he saw my art, he's like, "Oh wow, you actually know about contrast, about colors, about like composition. Like, there is many things you can learn. There is some that you need to have, and as well there is another ones that you should learn by yourself and have your own interaction.
Yeah.
And you gotta have to learn it and try it and retry it if you need to. But yeah, it's very scary what's happening right now
It is. It's bad.
with
It's
the
not good.
market.
It's not good at all.
So if in that case,
That's why we got to gatekeep.
yes,
You have to.
in that way, yes, in that sense. But once you get an apprentice and when you do what we just be talking about, you do your how do you say, like, you choose the right person, then you should be able to teach them.
Yeah.
And be open book about that. So following that, what do you think is gonna be? What's the industry? How do you see the industry in this next like 5 to 10 years?
I really don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's either going to get really, really bad,
Yeah.
or, I mean, I guess because the economy is pretty bad at the moment and people aren't spending a lot, there is a potential for people to leave the industry.
Which is already happening.
So it is. So I guess that's good for the ones who are left standing.
Yeah.
But then when the economy does bounce back, more people might want to come back in again. So I don't know.
I have a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
In one side, we're seeing what we're just talking about, which is bad. but those persons are always going to be in the industry anyway. That's going to be up to the client to research and do your search properly. But I have a little bit of hope of, I've been seeing as well some other tattoo artists coming into the industry with an education and art as well.
Yeah.
I've seen people that was designers, was like painters, or they were like architects, that one way or another you got some art base, and they're coming and they give into the industry a good advance, and they kind of making everything look so easy and so perfect and amazing that it kind of push everyone to, hey, we need to keep up, and we need to push ourselves as well.
That's it. You gotta keep learning, otherwise you get left behind.
Yeah.
So you got always, like you said, you got to push yourself to get better.
Yeah.
You don't want to be stuck doing the same shit you were doing 5-6 years ago. You know what I mean?
That's true. It's like find your inspiration.
Yeah.
Have you find like through the years, because you've been for that long in the industry, how do you find hard to find inspiration nowadays?
I've got tattoo artists that I follow, that I'm inspired by. You know what I mean? And I look at their work and I look at mine and go, I could be doing a bit better.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I always try and learn. I'll look at other people's work and I might pick little things and go, I like what he did there, and I'll try and incorporate it into my work. And I guess even just using different colours sometimes, just something, a colour that you wouldn't even use.
Yeah.
Just to try something different, because I do traditional work and I find myself using a lot of the same colours all the time. So sometimes,
but I think that's what it's because of your style.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no rules that say you can't introduce another colour. You know what I mean? Because you might get a totally different effect, and you might end up liking it. Going, I'm going to use that colour a bit more. You know what I mean? But I mean, it comes down to the client too, because some clients will just be like, just do whatever you want. Other people would just be like, can we just keep the colours minimal as well? So.
Yeah.
It's about keeping people happy and, trying to be proud of the work you're doing as well.
That's true. Yeah. Always keep your sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good when clients come with these crazy ideas and it opens the book to try
it
new things. Yeah, it definitely helps you. Have you find yourself as still doing a lot of painting at home?
Yeah, more so. I mean, more so just drawing and just doing flash. I mean, I could do more. But a lot of the time these days, I'll just wait for the client to come and give me an idea, and I'll just draw their design for them.
Yeah.
I guess having a family and having kids and having to spend time with them, it's just always hard to just constantly be doing flash.
Is there anything you hate tattooing?
Anything I hate tattooing?
Yeah. After all these years, they always came with the same idea.
I guess doing like, the normal everyday stuff like writing names and doing Roman numerals and feathers and don't get me wrong, I mean, if that's what the customer wants, I'm going to do it. I'm not above tattooing that stuff. I'm not the sort of artist who's going to say, no, I don't do that stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of time, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
I'm not above it. I'll always do that stuff. You know what I mean? If I've got time, I'll do it, I'm quite happy doing it. But yeah, I don't enjoy that stuff. I'm not going to take photos of it and put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And some people might get upset because I might be like, "Oh, you're going to take a photo?" And I'm like,
I have got that. I have got clients like,
yeah, but
hey.
I'm honest with them. I'll say, look, I do traditional. I put my traditional work on my Instagram.
Cool.
I'll just be honest with them.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
At the end, it's just your portfolio.
Yeah, and I tell them, if you want, I can take a photo for you on your phone. If you want to post it and tag me, you can do that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's definitely, like, at the end you have control. It's your art and you're happy to do this, but
yeah, it's tattooing. You know what I mean? And whether I'm doing a traditional piece or I'm writing someone's name, I'm going to give both tattoos 100%. I'm not going to slack off on one.
Yeah.
Because even though that person's just getting a name, it could be a name of a loved one who's passed away or something like that. It could still be a meaningful tattoo. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna half-ass that tattoo. It's gonna be 100%.
Alrighty, just to close this up.
Yeah.
It's a question I do to all my guests. And is there any, talking about clients, is there any experience that you have found with it? I bet you have, because all these years.
Yeah.
But like experience or a tattoo appointment that it marked you and stays with you Even funnier, weird, different.
I guess I got a few funny stories.
Yeah.
Nothing like too over the top or anything, but
Or like someone asked you for this, and I'm like, oh my God, why? You want to put up there? No names need, but
yeah. Was a bit of a funny one. This Indian lady came in. She was young, maybe like 20s, late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And she was all in a panic, like,
Okay.
I need a tattoo covered up. I'm like, all right, what is it? She pulled her top down and just sort of above her breast on her chest had the name Jeet.
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 What? This is someone's name?
It was her partner's name.
Okay, Jeet.
And I go, we're going to cover Jeet. And she's like, yes. And I'm like, all right. So we're going through a few options because it was pretty big and it was black.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, all right, we can do this, we can do that. Anyway, we finally agreed on a design. And she's like, when can you do it? And I'm like, I look at my calendar. I go, I can do it next week, this afternoon, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, it's too far away. I go, what do you mean? She goes, I need it done like as soon as we can. So anyway, I worked out. I ended up doing it the next day for her.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was tattooing her, I said to her, so what happened with Jeet? And she goes, we broke up. And I go, well, yeah, why? What happened? She goes, oh, my parents told me I had to break up with him.
Okay.
And I'm like, why? She goes, oh, because he wasn't studying and he wasn't working. So, and I'm like, oh, okay. I go, didn't you love him? She goes, yeah, but, I have to listen to my parents. And I'm like,
Oh my God.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I think it's obviously,
It's a cultural thing.
it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm leaving for India early next week because my parents have found a husband for me. So I'm going to meet him.
No way.
And she's like, yeah, I've seen photos of him. He's a jeweler. He's this, that. He seems very nice.
He got the money. He's working.
And I'm thinking, poor Jeet,
Oh, man.
Anyway, leading up to this.
Oh, that's so sad.
Leading up to this as well, I was kind of fooling around with the cover up. I was saying to her, I can make it say Jeep.
Like the car brand.
The car brand. I said to her, why don't you go buy a dog and name it Jeep?
So you say you have the dog name.
So anyway, I do the tattoo, I cover it up, she's gone. And then I reckon it may be a month later, this Indian couple walk in to the shop.
No.
Right? And I go, I greet them, I go, how you going? What would you like to get done? And he goes, yeah, my girlfriend, she wants to get my name tattooed on her. And I go, yeah, what's the name? He goes, Jeet. You're Jeet.
No way.
He was going to mark another girl. So, yeah.
It's fucking Jeep is marking everyone like a cow stamp.
He is. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I started laughing. And I was almost going to bring up the last couple. I thought, no, I better not. I'll bring it up after I've tattooed her.
When she came back for a cover up, it's like at that point you're gonna have already stencil to be covered the same
That's
Jeep.
the same one. Oh, it was funny.
Jesus, that's pretty funny.
So the girl that I did the cover up on as well, Jeet,
Yeah.
she got tattooed at that shop by another artist.
Okay.
Yeah, so she had Jeet tattooed at the shop I was at.
As well.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were covering a coworker.
I was covering up a co-worker's, yeah.
Oh my God. That's very funny.
Yeah.
Do you have like the name of some ex or your wife or someone's name? No, never?
I've got my kids' names on me.
Oh, that's different.
And
Your kids are gonna be always your kids.
Well, that's it. I've also got like mum, dad, and my brother and sister's names.
Yeah.
Because they're blood.
Yeah.
Even if they hate me,
Yeah.
they're always going to be my family.
Yeah.
Whereas,
But even your wife, like, I find it like a partner. As much as you love them,
yeah,
you never know.
I've been with my wife for 20 years.
Yeah.
So I don't need a tattoo to tell her that I love her. You know?
Good point. That's a safe answer.
That's it. That's it. You know?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, love that. Thanks for that story. If you got any other one like strange that you want to share, feel free for it.
No, that'll do.
But I love that one.
Yeah.
Cheap. Oh my God. Okay, so we have a doggy. It's called Firulais.
Yeah.
That's the name. all of our guests is being able to sign it.
Yeah, cool.
So there is some marks in here, like Sharpies. Is there any color in special that you like to
Just black.
like my soul? All right. So feel free to tattoo him, like Beatty did a little tattoo. You can do a tattoo, you can sign, do a message, anything you want. Yeah, of course. And I'll say thank you guys for being here with us. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, we're gonna put all social medias here. Ink by Ale. This is Blank Canvas. Feel free to like, comment, share with all of your friends. And please, Paul, before we leave, if you're gonna share again your social medias,
Yep.
where you just wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Please go check out our work, Paul's work. Please click down below, subscribe and comment and share if you like. And I'll see you next time. Let me show you. What do you do?